Hello, Schuylerville families. We are excited to open our doors for the 2021 school year. While our practices and procedures have changed to provide a safe environment for our students and staff, our dedication to a collaborative relationship with families, love for your children, and passion for education remains at a high level. We struggle as much as you do not being able to allow you into our building. Your child's classroom, the hallways, and other areas your child will visit, such as the cafeteria. Our goal with this video is to capture this visual to the greatest extent possible.
All right, Schuylerville families, this is the kindergarten entrance. All students coming in off the bus and from parent drop-off will enter through these doors. Let's check it out. All kindergarten students will enter through these doors each morning. Each student will report directly to their classroom. Once in their classroom, they will come to the hallway and utilize the cubby space. Each child will have a space for their backpack and their jacket. We have Mrs. Sorbero's room here. We have Mrs. Curtis's room here. We have Mrs. Nesbitt and Mrs. Devine. This is the kindergarten hallway. All kindergarten students will enter through this space. As we venture further up the hall, Mr. Jennings, Miss Moran, Mrs. Carmenucci, and Miss O'Shell. This is an example of one of our 7 kindergarten classrooms. The classrooms, as you noticed, have desks positioned 6 feet from one another. On every desk, we will have a desk shield that will be coming in here for the first day of school. On our rectangular tables, we have polycarbonate shields, again, to protect the children. Teachers will be positioned in the front of the room where laptops will be stationed so that teachers can work with our students learning remotely. Students remotely will be able to see the teacher and will be able to see the technology of the classroom to learn at the highest level possible from the comfort of their own home. All students in grades 1 through 5 who are being dropped off by a parent or a walker student will enter through the elementary main entrance. Walking up the ramp will be our students entering grades 1 and 2. Entering up the stairwell will be students entering grades 3, 4, and 5. As students enter the vestibule, they will have their temperature taken. As long as the temperature is under 100 degrees, they will then be directed to report directly to their classroom. This portion of the video is to highlight for you what a first grade student's day will look like. Behind me, you will notice the kindergarten classrooms. This is where students spent their day last year. In front of me, we have 2 of the first grade classrooms. We have Mrs. Ekblom and we have Mrs. Weed. Just beyond the elementary main lobby are the remaining first grade classrooms. You'll see that we have Miss Decker, we have Mrs. Long, we have Mrs. Valley, and just in front of me, we have Mrs. Cogan Carpenter and Mrs. Delmar. This is an example of a first grade classroom. Each student will have their own individual desk outfitted with a desk shield. First grade remote learners will have the ability to view the technology and the teacher from home through Google Meet. Students in grades 1 through 5 who are entering school coming off of a school bus will enter through the student services doors. I'm standing just inside of the student services entrance. I have the school counselor's office in here, the school psychologist. I also have our music room and our elementary gymnasium. Just behind me is where all students will proceed directly to their classroom for grades 1 through 5 coming into the building off the bus. All students in grades 1 through 5 will have their own individual locker to store their personal belongings throughout the day. Again, students will report directly to their classroom and then in an organized fashion will be able to access their locker for their coat, their book bag, and any other personal items. This is our elementary school health office. We will have 2 entrances into the room, a well side and a sick side. Over here is the well side. Students coming in here are feeling well and are for routine matters. Students not feeling well or experiencing any of the various COVID-19 symptoms will enter through the sick side just over here. The health office is located just on the other side of the main lobby of the elementary entrance. I'm sitting at a cafeteria table in the elementary cafeteria. Students will have a polycarbonate shield in front of them, and 1 student will be sitting per table, per bench. Students won't be alone. They will have students to the front of them, looking directly at them, diagonal and to their side. Students will have an opportunity to have conversations with their peers throughout the lunch period. This is another one of our elementary cafeteria locations. This is the multi-purpose room. Students will be sitting at a desk positioned 6 feet by 6 feet from one another. Students will have an opportunity to have plenty of room to eat their lunch and have conversations with peers throughout the lunch period. Throughout the school day, students and staff will be required to wear face coverings. We have signs positioned throughout the building as a reminder for all individuals. While students are in the cafeteria, they will have time to remove their masks to eat. In the classroom, students will be permitted mask breaks throughout the day. We will have water fill stations located throughout the building. Students are encouraged to bring a full water bottle to school every day. In the event they need to fill up their water bottle, the fill stations will be available. Water fountains will not be permitted throughout the school year.
We continue to be amazed at your dedication to our school community and your child's education. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts.